My name is Lisa. I am 28 years old. I work in an office. I have a boyfriend. His name is Tom. Tom and I have been together for 3 years. I love him very much. He is kind, funny, and smart. I always thought we had a perfect relationship. Tom works for a big company. His job is very busy. Sometimes he has to travel for work. He can be away for many days. I miss him when he is gone, but I trust him. One day, my friend Sarah called me. She said she needed to talk to me. Her voice sounded serious. I felt worried. Lisa, I saw Tom yesterday, Sarah said. He was at a cafe with another woman. I felt my heart stop. Are you sure it was Tom? I asked. I didn't want to believe her. Yes, Lisa, it was Tom, Sarah said. He was holding her hand. They looked close. After the call, I sat on my bed. I didn't know what to think. I wanted to cry, but I also wanted to believe that Sarah was wrong. That night, Tom came home late. He smiled at me like everything was fine, but I felt different. My heart was heavy. Tom, I need to ask you something, I said, my voice shaking. What is it? He asked. Were you at a cafe with another woman? I asked. I looked into his eyes, hoping he would say no. Tom's smile faded. He looked down. Yes, I was, he said softly. I felt like the floor was breaking under me. Why, Tom? Why would you do that? I asked, my voice full of pain. Tom said, I made a mistake, Lisa. I met her at work. We talked, and I liked her, but I still care about you. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. My heart felt broken. If you care about me, why did you meet her? I asked. I don't know, Tom said. I couldn't speak. I just nodded and walked to my room. I needed to be alone. Tears started falling down my face. For the next few days, I couldn't stop thinking. I thought about all the good times Tom and I had. I thought about the promises he made. I wondered if I could forgive him. One evening, Tom came to me. Lisa, I am sorry, he said. I know I hurt you. I made a mistake. I looked at him. I wanted to believe him, but my heart was still in pain. Tom, I need time to think, I said. I spent the next week talking to my best friend, writing in my journal, and thinking about what I wanted. Could I trust Tom again? Would I ever feel happy with him? One day I knew what I had to do. I called Tom and asked him to meet me at the park. When we met, I looked at him and said, Tom, I love you, but I can't stay in this relationship. I deserve someone who respects me and only me. Tom looked sad. I understand, Lisa. I am sorry for everything, he said. As I walked away, tears filled my eyes. It was the hardest decision I ever made, but I knew it was the right one. Now, I am learning to love myself again. I spend time with my friends and try new things. Life is not easy, but I know I made the right choice. I deserve to be happy. I've learned to live in the present. I stopped asking what if and started asking what's next. Life isn't about holding on to what hurts, it's about embracing what heals. Through pain, I learned something about myself. I am strong. I can create beauty from pain. I can move forward even when life feels impossible. Not long ago, I met someone new. His name is Daniel. We met at the library of all places. He was looking for a book and I accidentally bumped into him. I laughed nervously, and he smiled. It wasn't love at first sight, but there was something about him that felt kind and warm. Daniel and I started talking. At first, I was afraid to let anyone close again. I had built walls around my heart, afraid of being hurt. But Daniel was patient. He didn't rush me or pressure me. He reminded me what it felt like to trust again, to laugh without fear, to feel light instead of heavy. It's still new, but I feel hopeful. What happened with Tom changed me forever, but it didn't break me. In fact, it made me stronger. It taught me what I deserve and what I will never settle for again. Sometimes I think about Emily. I wonder if she knew about me or if she was just as blind as I was. But I don't hold any anger anymore. Carrying that anger only hurt me. Letting it go was one of the best decisions I ever made. Now, when I wake up in the morning, I feel grateful, grateful, grateful for the lessons I've learned, for the love I found within myself, and for the hope that life always brings new beginnings. If I could speak to the Lisa from a year ago, the one sitting on the floor crying, feeling lost, I would tell her this: you are stronger than you think. This pain will pass, and one day you will smile again, not because someone else makes you happy, but because you found happiness within yourself. And now I do smile. Not every day is perfect, but I've learned to see the beauty in the small things: a sunny morning, a good book, or a kind word from a stranger. Tom was a chapter in my life, but he wasn't the whole story. My story is still being written, and I'm excited to see where it goes next. Looking back, I realized that losing him wasn't the end of my happiness, it was the beginning of finding myself. And that, I think, is the greatest gift of all. If you enjoy this story, please like, subscribe, and share.